Most cruise mistakes don't look dangerous. That's exactly what makes them dangerous. You pack something you use at home. You lean over a balcony for a photo. You open 2 cabin doors at once. You flush something you shouldn't. You post your location online. None of these things feels like a big deal. But on a cruise ship, one bad decision can cost you money, trigger a security response, put you in danger, or, in serious cases, jeopardize your entire cruise. Today, I'm counting down 17 cruise mistakes you should never make in 2026. And number 1 is especially important because it isn't just about you. It can affect everyone on the ship. But there's another mistake you need to hear about early because experienced cruisers still argue about it, and the answer isn't the same on every cruise line. Whether this is your first cruise or you've already sailed several times, this list is designed to help you avoid the mistakes that are easiest to make and hardest to undo. And remember, cruise line rules can change, so always check the current policies for your specific cruise line and ship before sailing. If you want cruise tips that actually help you save money, stay safe, and avoid rookie mistakes, subscribe to Cruise Intel. Now let's start with number 17. 17. Assuming every cruise line has the same rules. Here's a mistake that can get you into trouble before you've even boarded. Assuming that because something was allowed on your last cruise, it's automatically allowed on your next one. Cruise lines have different rules for things like power strips, alcohol, smoking, drones, decorations, food, electronics, batteries, and even some mobility devices. For example, Royal Caribbean currently prohibits certain items, including extension cords and power strips. But another cruise line may have different rules or exceptions. So never rely on what you remember from your last cruise. Before you pack, go directly to your cruise line's current prohibited items and guest conduct policies and check the rules for your specific sailing. It takes a few minutes and could save you a frustrating conversation with security at the terminal. And if you think the worst thing security can do is take something out of your suitcase, wait until you hear what can happen when you ignore the smoking rules. 16. Packing prohibited electrical items. That innocent-looking power strip may be perfectly normal at home, but it can be a problem on a cruise ship. Depending on the cruise line, restricted items can include power strips, extension cords, surge protectors, irons, garment steamers, heating appliances, and other electrical devices. And here's where passengers get confused. There isn't one universal cruise rulebook for every electrical item. Some cruise lines prohibit certain power strips completely. Others have specific restrictions based on surge protection or heating elements. So don't assume that because something is safe to use at home, it's automatically safe to bring on board. Before you pack, check your cruise line's current prohibited items list. And if you're buying a charging device specifically for your cruise, make sure it's permitted by your cruise line before you put it in your suitcase. Because losing a power strip at security is annoying. But the next mistake can be much more serious. 15. Smoking or vaping in your cabin or on your balcony. You're alone on your balcony. Nobody's around. So what's the harm? A lot more than you might think. Smoking or vaping in a prohibited area isn't just a minor cruise rule violation. Cruise lines restrict these activities because of the serious fire risk on board. Royal Caribbean, for example, prohibits smoking and vaping inside staterooms and on stateroom balconies and can impose a $250 cleaning fee, along with additional consequences for violations. Other cruise lines have their own penalties and enforcement policies. So don't assume that a quick cigarette or vape will go unnoticed or that a balcony counts as an outdoor smoking area. It doesn't necessarily. If you want to smoke or vape, use the designated area specified by your cruise line. And remember, the exact rules and penalties can vary by ship and cruise line. Because the next mistake involves something passengers do for a photo, and it can have consequences far more serious than a cleaning fee. 14. Climbing, sitting, or leaning over railings. The photo may look incredible. The decision behind it can be incredibly dangerous. Never sit on a cruise ship railing. Stand on furniture to get a better view. Climb over a protective barrier, or lean your body dangerously far over the edge. And don't let children climb or play on balcony furniture near the railing either. Royal Caribbean's current guest conduct policy specifically prohibits sitting, standing, jumping, lying, or climbing on, over, or across railings and protective barriers. But you don't need a rule book to understand the risk. A cruise ship is moving. The deck can become wet. Wind can change suddenly. and alcohol can affect your balance and judgment. So here's the simple rule. Treat every railing as a barrier, not something to sit on or climb. Enjoy the view. Take the photo. Just keep both feet firmly on the deck. And mistake number 13 is something people sometimes do without even thinking about the consequences. Think about it this way. Would you ever let your child stand on the edge of a third-floor hotel balcony? Of course not. So don't treat a cruise balcony any differently just because you're surrounded by ocean. 13. Throwing anything overboard. Never throw something overboard just because you think it's small enough to disappear. That cigarette butt, plastic wrapper, bottle, balloon, food item, or random object can become an environmental hazard or violate your cruise line's rules. And cigarette butts are especially serious. Throwing one from a balcony isn't just littering. Depending on where it lands, it could create a fire risk. The same goes for anything you might be tempted to toss into the ocean as a joke, a souvenir, or just to watch it disappear. The ocean isn't a trash can, and cruise ships have strict rules about what can and cannot go overboard. So here's the rule I want you to remember. If it belongs in a trash can, it does not belong in the ocean. And speaking of things that can cause unexpected problems in your cabin, the next mistake involves two doors that you probably open every single day. 12. Opening your cabin door and balcony door at the same time. Opening your cabin door while the balcony door is already open might seem like a great way to get some fresh air, but it can create a surprisingly strong cross-draft through the cabin. Doors can slam unexpectedly, loose papers and other lightweight objects can move around, and anyone standing near a door could potentially get hurt. And if you're carrying a drink, holding a phone, or have important documents sitting on a nearby surface, things can get chaotic very quickly. The safest approach is simple. Close one door completely before opening the other. Don't try to create a breeze by opening both at once. It only takes a few seconds to do it safely. And the next mistake is even easier to make because it involves something you use every single day on a cruise, the toilet. 11. Flushing the wrong things. Your cruise toilet is not your home toilet. Many cruise ships use vacuum toilet systems, which means the plumbing works very differently from the system you're used to on land. So don't flush wet wipes, paper towels, diapers, feminine hygiene products, or anything else that isn't specifically intended to go down the toilet. Even products labeled flushable can cause problems in plumbing systems that aren't designed to handle them. And a blockage doesn't necessarily stay inside your bathroom. Plumbing problems can affect other cabins and require maintenance to fix. The easiest rule is also the safest one. If you're not sure it can be flushed, don't flush it. Use the waste bin instead. And if you've ever wondered why cruise bathrooms have those surprisingly small waste bins, now you know. But the next mistake isn't about plumbing. It's about what happens when you ignore someone who's trying to keep the ship safe. 10. Ignoring crew or security instructions. This one can go from a minor disagreement to a serious problem very quickly. Crew members may tell you to leave an area, follow a safety procedure, stay away from a restricted location, comply with port security, or change what you're doing because of weather or an onboard situation. You might not always understand the reason immediately, but arguing, refusing, or deciding that the instruction doesn't apply to you can escalate the situation. Royal Caribbean's current guest conduct policy, for example, requires passengers to follow health, safety, and security instructions and allows enforcement action for violations. So if you disagree with something, don't turn it into a confrontation. Ask for an explanation or take the issue to guest services. Remember, crew members aren't making these decisions just to ruin your vacation. Sometimes they're responding to information you don't have. And that brings us to another mistake that can get you somewhere you absolutely don't belong. 9. Entering restricted or crew-only areas. That door says crew only. You might think you're just being curious. Don't open it. Cruise ships have areas passengers aren't permitted to enter, including crew corridors, crew accommodations, machinery spaces, operational areas, security areas, and other restricted locations. And these aren't simply rooms with a different sign on the door. Behind some of them are moving machinery, electrical equipment, navigation systems, working crew, and other hazards that aren't designed for passengers. You could also interfere with crew operations or trigger a security response. So if you see a door marked crew only, restricted, or authorized personnel only, take it seriously. Don't follow someone through it. Don't assume it's okay because the door happens to be open. And don't go exploring just because you want to see what happens behind the scenes. If you're not supposed to be there, there's usually a very good reason. And the next mistake is one every passenger needs to understand before the ship leaves port. 8. Missing or ignoring the muster requirements. Some passengers still treat muster like an annoying cruise ritual. It isn't. Before the ship sails, you're expected to complete the required safety procedures. Depending on the cruise line, that can mean reviewing safety information, watching a safety video, and reporting to your assigned muster station. Royal Caribbean's current policy, for example, requires guests to complete its mandatory safety drill, including the required e-muster process. And don't assume you can simply ignore the announcements and figure it out later. In an actual emergency, you don't want to be searching for your muster station while everyone else already knows where to go. Take a few minutes when you're instructed to do it, pay attention, and remember where your station is. It may be the most boring few minutes of your cruise, but you don't want to discover your muster station for the first time during an actual emergency. And the next mistake can make even a perfectly safe cruise much more dangerous. 7. Getting drunk enough to make bad decisions. The danger isn't necessarily the first drink. It's the decision you make after you've had enough that your judgment starts slipping. Alcohol can turn an ordinary situation into a risky one. You might decide to climb onto furniture for a photo, lean over a railing, enter an area you shouldn't, swim when conditions aren't safe, argue with crew, or simply lose track of your belongings. And remember, a cruise ship is constantly moving. You're dealing with stairs, wet decks, balconies, pools, elevators, and sometimes rough seas. Add impaired judgment to that environment, and a decision that seemed harmless an hour ago can become a serious problem. This isn't about telling you not to enjoy your cruise. Have the cocktail. Enjoy the wine. Just know when you've had enough to stay in control of your decisions. Because the next mistake is especially important for anyone cruising with children. 6. Letting children play unsupervised near high-risk areas. A cruise ship can feel like a floating resort, but it isn't a playground everywhere. Children need extra supervision around balconies, pools, hot tubs, stairways, elevators, deck edges, and any area marked as restricted. Don't assume that because there's a railing, barrier, automatic door, or pool attendant nearby, everything is automatically safe. Children can move quickly, climb things you never expected them to climb, and misunderstand boundaries that seem obvious to adults. Before letting kids explore on their own, make sure they understand which areas are off-limits and establish clear rules about balconies and pool areas. And if they're on or near a balcony, don't rely on the railing to do the supervising for you. On a moving ship, conditions can change quickly. A little extra supervision can prevent a moment of curiosity from becoming a serious accident. And the next mistake can put your personal information at risk without you even realizing it. 5. Posting your location and personal information in real time. Your cruise photo might reveal your cabin number without you realizing it. Before posting, look carefully at what's visible in the background. Is your cabin number showing? Can someone read your boarding pass? Is your passport or reservation information visible? Does the photo reveal exactly which port you're in or where you're staying? Even a reflection, sign, screen, or piece of paper can reveal information you didn't intend to share. And be careful with automatic location tagging too. You don't have to stop posting your cruise memories. Just consider waiting until you've left the location before sharing them publicly. Take the photo now. Post it later. Because the goal is to share the memory, not broadcast your exact movements while you're still there. And the next mistake involves something many passengers trust every night without giving it a second thought. 4. Trusting the cabin's safe too much. That little safe in your cabin is useful, but don't treat it like Fort Knox. Cabin safes are designed as a convenient security measure, not an impenetrable vault. So use yours, but don't assume it makes your valuables completely risk-free. Keep important documents, cash, and smaller valuables inside, but think carefully about what you bring in the first place. Do you really need expensive jewelry on a cruise? And avoid obvious pins like your birthday or a simple sequence. There's another smart precaution you can take before you leave home. Securely photograph your passport, travel documents, and other important information so you have a backup if something goes wrong. The goal isn't to make you paranoid. It's simply to avoid putting everything valuable in one place and assuming a small electronic safe can protect it from every possible situation. And speaking of things that can create unexpected problems, let's talk about decorating your cabin. 3. Decorating your cabin without checking the rules. Birthday cruise, anniversary, honeymoon. Decorating your cabin can make the trip feel even more special, but don't turn your celebration into a damage bill. Before sticking anything to a wall, door, mirror, or other surface, check your cruise line's rules. Depending on the cruise line and location, nails, screws, strong adhesives, tape, and certain decorations may be prohibited or could damage the cabin. Royal Caribbean's current guest conduct policy, for example, restricts certain decorations and materials, including decorations placed on exterior areas. So don't assume something that's harmless in your house is harmless on a ship. Instead, look for cruise-approved magnetic accessories, freestanding decorations, or other options that don't damage the cabin. And remember, policies can change. Check before you decorate, because the next mistake is the one that can stop you at security before your vacation even begins. 2. Bringing or using something security has prohibited. Cruise security isn't there just to look for obvious weapons. Depending on the cruise line, prohibited or restricted items can include weapons, flammable materials, certain electrical devices, heating elements, illegal drugs, tools, and many other items. And here's the important part for 2026. There is no single universal banned items list that applies identically to every cruise line. Your cruise line's policy is the one that matters. Royal Caribbean, for example, states that baggage and personal items are subject to inspection and that questionable items can be reviewed by ship security. So don't rely on a random packing list you found online or what you were allowed to bring on your last cruise. Before you pack, check your cruise line's current prohibited items page. 5 minutes of research could save you a very long conversation with security. And we've reached the #1 mistake because, honestly, it explains why so many of the others happen. 1. Thinking the rule doesn't apply to me. The most dangerous cruise mistake isn't one particular object or behavior. It's believing you're the exception. I'm only going to do it once. Nobody will notice. I've done this before. Everyone else is doing it. It's harmless. That's how passengers end up smoking on balconies, climbing railings, ignoring muster requirements, entering restricted areas, bringing prohibited items, ignoring crew instructions, or making dangerous decisions after drinking. The problem is that on a cruise ship, your personal decision can sometimes become everyone else's problem. Royal Caribbean's current guest conduct policy, for example, makes following health, safety, security, and crew instructions a condition of remaining on board, with enforcement actions that can include removal from the ship. So don't look for ways around the rules. Understand them. Because the smartest cruiser isn't the person who knows how to get around the rules. It's the person who understands which rules are there for a reason. Now I want to know, which one of these surprised you the most? And be honest, what's the biggest cruise mistake you've ever made? Drop it in the comments. Your experience could help another passenger avoid making the same mistake. And before your next cruise, save this video. These are mistakes you want to know about before you board, not after something goes wrong. If you want more cruise tips, money-saving hacks, and things cruise lines don't always make obvious, subscribe to Cruise Intel. And if you're packing for a cruise soon, watch our video on the things cruise security can confiscate from your suitcase, because some of the most innocent-looking items are the ones passengers get wrong.